Hi everyone. This is LaChiMoLaLa. And we're here to do a music video reaction to Coldplay by BTS, My Universe. We were so excited about this song. We've been talking about it for months. It's been a rumor on Twitter forever. So to finally get to see it has been so cool. And I actually have not watched it yet. I have saved myself for this, so I am very, very excited.
Yeah, and this is like really awesome because we didn't even know when they were going to drop an official video. We weren't sure if BTS was going to be in it. Yeah, so let's do this, right? Let's just dive into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
So there's like a whole world building going on, right?
Yeah, like they have this whole backstory about no music allowed.
It's very footloose in space.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming she's the DJ that's bringing all the bands together, the three bands. Oh, I love that.
I love like the colors and the tone. It's very beautiful.
Right? I feel like it goes very much in theme of Coldplay's Music with the Spheres, like teasers that he's been tossing up for the album. Ah, look at that hologram of JK! Oh, love it. Oh, he looks so good. I mean, they all look good.
I love their like background, like those spacescapes, I guess.
Yeah. I like that this is like BTS is in it right now. It looks totally different from Coldplay's with the colors.
Yeah, you're right. It very much feels like a BTS music video, not a Coldplay music video.
Yeah. Oh, and this is like the Supernova 7 band or something. Now it looks like the Mandalorian with all the robots. Star Wars. Ah. Oh, Jin. Oh, look at Hope. Okay, I love these transitions. And why are they all kneeling down to him? It reminds me of August 8. Mad King. Oh, I love this part. This is very hyperspace.
Oh, good. I'm glad that we get to see Chris as a hologram with BTS too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm getting some serious rave flashbacks. In the best way.
Darkness.
Whoa.
Oh, the silencers are coming. You don't sound like fun.
No.
Let's see if they escape. Oh, look at that. That was like a little Easter egg, like a little heart.
Yeah.
They show it again.
This part particularly feels BTS for some reason, all the dancing and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, see that little heart. Love
Yeah,
it.
you're right. Whoa.
Right?
So cool.
Awesome.
Super cool.
Okay, so I do have a complaint.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so honestly, whoever does YouTube should have shifted these cards around because they totally blocked one of the message that they were trying to convey, which was shown in the lyric video was, oh, we are all one in the universe. And the cards on the right hand side block the words. Come on, you guys.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
That's
So
an easy fix. Fix it.
yeah, fix it. Come on. So what'd you think of the video, Beth?
Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I mean, I've been trying to stay away from social media today since it dropped yesterday, and I wanted to have like a real reaction here. But of course I knew there were aliens in it because, you know, I love Tay. He's my bias. And everybody was like, yay, his dream came true. Aliens. Because remember in that one Festa thing where he was talking about how, you know, they're like, what do you believe in? And he was like, aliens. So they were like, this must have been a dream come true for him. So I was like, okay, there's definitely aliens for sure. But this is like, whoa, far and away much cooler and more awesome than I could have imagined. I didn't realize there was going to be so much like story and detail. The color saturation I loved, the dancing I loved. I do wonder, like, did they film this in two separate places? Because we know they were in New York for a little while. I wonder if they filmed it while they were there. Probably not, I guess. They probably took a lot of time to do all the CGI special effects, but I don't know. It felt more like they were in the same space than these sorts of videos usually do.
Yeah, so in the beginning of the video, there's some wording on there that says a film by Dave Meyer. Yeah, Myers. And he is actually a very prominent American music director. Well, he creates videos.
Music video director.
Yeah, there you go. a lot. He has done so many music videos over all genres, from Run DMC, like literally 26 years ago. So
he's never made like a movie, because those people usually transition into movies, Spike Jones.
Okay, so he's a little bit it's a little bit backwards. Like, he started out in movies and then he transitioned to music videos. So
nice.
Yeah, so he's done a lot of commercials and music videos, but yeah, so he's done so many music videos, like with all the A-listers out there. So like Ariana Grande, why can't I think of any other names from the top of my head? Ludacris.
You said A, so you thought Ariana.
Ludacris, Lil Wayne, like Run DMC, all across the board. So very, very popular guy. So I'm also a fan of Coldplay. And he's also done a video for Higher Power, which was released in June, Coldplay's first single from Music of the Spheres album. So if you guys have not watched that music video, it's very similar to this one, only because I think it may be linked, but I'm not sure. I mean, in the beginning of Higher Power, it said it's a 3 melodic part story or something like that. I could be totally wrong, but one of the aliens that was the alien that was dancing with J-Hope, it looked like it was the same alien at the very end of Higher Power. But it could just be similar aliens. I don't know, because like they were just
they might be building a universe for this particular album. That's very cool. I was going to ask you if you'd done any other music videos for Coldplay.
Yeah, so that was the other one that he did recently. So it's very similar. The colors, there's, if you love aliens like me, you know, it's seriously, like, there's a bunch of aliens in there, and like Chris Martin is dancing with them. So it's really, really cool. So
so their album's called Spheres, subtitle Dancing with Aliens.
Yeah, that's what it should be called. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So this song, I know we touched about this before. Like, it's written by obviously like Coldplay and the rap line, which are RM, Suga, and Hobie or J Hope. But it's also produced by and also written by Max Martin and produced by Max Martin, and he's a very prominent producer as well. He's the third, I believe he's the third top producer or songwriter producer, I think, for Never
Max
One
Martin,
Hit.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, he's done like so many pop songs like Britney Spears and Sync.
Demi Lovato,
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. I think
Backstreet.
he's even done some Halsey, Pink. If
Yeah.
you've never seen it, they actually used his music and put together a jukebox musical, which for those of you who don't know, it's when you take songs that have already been out and compile them around a story to make a stage musical. And there's one based on all his music called Love, Juliet, on the premise that Juliet doesn't die at the end. Instead of stabbing herself, she runs away from town. So Romeo dies and she runs away from town, and she moves to another city and tries to start over. And, she gets to sing Stronger by Britney Spears, and she gets to, it's a weird take on Shakespeare, but yeah, it was in London right before the pandemic hit. You can
Wow.
listen to it on YouTube, I'm sure. But anyway, yeah, it's like every Backstreet Boy song you've ever loved. Ariana
Yeah.
Grande, Demi Lovato, like everyone.
The Weeknd, right? I think he did The
Yeah,
Weeknd too.
yeah. Yeah, he's been writing pop songs for, at least 20 years.
Yeah.
And you're surprised how many of them you know. You might not know his name, but you know his stuff.
Yeah, you definitely know his songwriting for sure. So it's really cool because I think this was actually his, I want to say someone could correct me, but his first like Max Martin and Coldplay together, and
Oh,
also
cool.
yeah, and also BTS. So
Yeah.
which is like really cool. So a little bit like sprinkle of tidbit in there because I like to know who produces music and writing and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is just very interesting to me. So
Well, I think you said before that did Coldplay originally write this for BTS, not intending it to be a duet?
So, according to the documentary that was released on, so if you guys haven't watched the documentary yet on Bangtan TV, I believe it's like a 12-minute documentary. It's really short and sweet, but it's very informative. And so, how it started was BTS actually reached out to them and said, "Hey, we want to collaborate." And so
V's been on record many times saying he wants to do a song with Coldplay.
yeah, and V, yeah, I believe V said that like back in 2019, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a while that V was really wanting to collaborate with Coldplay.
Which totally makes sense if you think about it, because Chris Martin and him sing in the same vocal range.
Yeah, exactly.
So he probably is like, well, I would sound real good. We should do a song together.
Yeah, and so it's really interesting because like the whole documentary talked about like like their relationship too. Like they have like a lot of respect for each other. Coldplay has done a lot of research on BTS, and I believe RM admitted to that too. He's like, yeah, he's done his like homework on us, because I think that dance or that break in the end, or I would call it like the dance break, at the end of My Universe probably wouldn't be there if they didn't dance so much, So but basically that's how it all started. Like BTS was like, hey, what's up? Let's do a song. Let's collab. Maybe not in that tone.
I love that they did, and I love that they wanted to collaborate and they thought it was cool, and like they were happy to do it. It seems like, you know what I mean. Even though some people might think that these two bands don't go together at all, but I think we've talked about this before. A good song can be done in any genre. I've seen many songs that were originally EDM that are done acoustic folk, and I'm like, wow, this is even better. This song rocks. You know what I mean? Like, so of course you can blend any two bands as long as there's some mutual respect and you can both compromise on a few things. But this song is super catchy. I can hear it being sung in anthems, like in giant amphitheaters. Hopefully when we see BTS in LA. And I'm like really looking forward to adding this to their many amazing collaborations. I personally really love this song.
Yeah, me too. It's actually one of my favorites because I feel like it has like a lot of relation, like I relate to it a lot. And I think a lot of people do, because it's like one of those songs again that like BTS and Coldplay, because Coldplay is very philanthropic.
That's it. That was right.
Yes, thanks. So, a lot of people could relate to the song. It's another, like, these two bands like really sing about unity, in different ways and on, their way of like trying to unify things. And BTS, like we talked about it before, like they're so good about, these types of things, like bringing people together and stuff like that. And Coldplay is too. I mean, Global Citizen Live was completely all like a charity concert event, a 24-hour event. They were both there performing to like, help with climate change or climate crisis, they would say, so raising money for that, and so to your point, like you said before, it seemed like a very unlikely pairing, but they're perfect for each other, like I feel like musically, but then also outside of the music realm, they're both like very giving, like they're very thoughtful of their fans and stuff like that too.
And in general, I find most Coldplay songs to be, very they're hopeful, which I always say BTS songs are so hopeful. That's why I love them. You know what I mean? Like even if they start a little dark, by the end you're like you feel better. And I feel like a lot of Coldplay songs are the same, even though they're like a lot of guitars and stuff. So you think, oh, it's moody or whatever. Most of their songs are really based in a hope that things are going to improve.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, their songs do fit in like a very good collaboration as well.
I mean, like even one song from like My Universe line, like them saying like RM's line, like RM and Jimin's line, saying that they can't be together because they come from different sides, and it's true, like, and also that could be like very literal too, because they are coming from different sides, like Coldplay's from the UK and then they're from, Asia, South Korea. So I mean, they're really from different sides, but also people probably view them musically very different, right? So but for me, my relation to that is my husband is not Asian, so and he's a Syrian, and we come from very different backgrounds, like really different background, you guys. And so like this song, like I just feel like, oh, like it's he is my universe. And but hopefully he doesn't watch this. His ego's gonna go up. So just kidding, husband. But but yeah, like so people could relate to the song that way too. Like, oh, like and see this as a true love song too, about about their loved one.
Well, I thought you were totally right when you said it was very relatable. This song hits a really good sweet spot that I feel like songwriters are always looking for, where it's personal enough that you feel like the people who wrote it and sang it have their own personal connection to it, but it's general enough that you can put the song, give it any meaning you want. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you can do it to your husband. I can do it to like my parents. Someone else could do it to their sister. Someone else could do it to their best friend. Like the message is universal enough that it can be applied in a lot of ways, but it's still specific enough that you feel like it's talking just to you. And that is like a really good sweet spot that is pretty hard to get. So on top of it being really catchy, I think that's the other reason why it stays in your head. It's like a brainworm because brainworm? That's not right. An earworm. Because it's an earworm. Sorry, guys. She's rubbing off on me.
My bad. Sorry.
Because not only is the hook catchy, but the lyrics are catchy. Like you remember it a long time afterwards. I have gone to bed many nights this week and been singing My Universe in my head for no reason. I hadn't heard it recently. Like I hadn't heard it in 3 hours, but as soon as I lied down, it was the only thing in my brain. That's a good song. and also maybe a horrible song after 2 years. We'll see. We'll see how. But right now, I'm loving it, and I really love this video. So
Yeah.
cool.
And I love this video too because like it just has like the you could even interpret that too, like since this whole song is about unity, which we really need right now in the world right now to just come together and stop fighting and for many, many
Get stuff
reasons.
done. Get stuff
Yeah.
done.
Get stuff done. And I love that they incorporated that Supernova 7 like group because they're all aliens. They're all aliens. Then you have Coldplay, you know, and then you have BTS, different color skins all across the board, you know, and you see them as it's like metaphorically, this song is like, you know, we are one, you know, we're all one. Let's come together, you know, let's love each other, you know, and just be together, be happy, sing songs all day long. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, like we're the universe and we're here to get along no matter what skin you are, like who you are, what you are. And that's like another message that I see from this music video. This music video is very deep, you guys. It's deep.
Peeling the layers back, peeling it back like an onion. Well, I do feel like to your point, it is a matter of it's a perspective thing, right? Glass half full, glass half empty. If you really look at people, we have a lot more in common than we have different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only some people would prefer to emphasize the differences, but when we need to come together, what we should do is emphasize how similar we are. We have the same goals, we have the same hopes, we have the same dreams. It doesn't matter if you know, were born in Africa or Canada or China. Like most of us want the same things.
Mm-hmm.
We may get them in very different ways, but our goals are usually pretty much the same and have been the same the whole time humans have been around. We haven't evolved that much, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
So it's really nice. I feel like this is a perspective thing where it's like, look, we need each other. We are the same. So to your point, yes, love it. It's all about coming together and, you know, enjoying each other maybe then instead of bickering, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I love music like this. It's, you know, it brings people together. It's something that we definitely need right now. We're still in a pandemic, unfortunately. People are still fighting, unfortunately, but this type of music is what we really, really need right now. And I'm so glad that these two bands came together, wrote this beautiful song for us to enjoy and a message to convey out there, like, you know, let's come together, group hug.
Group hug, virtual hug.
Yeah. So those are all my thoughts. Do you have any last thoughts on this music video?
No, I think we covered it. I mean, we might have talked 3 times as long as the video, so it's mostly in there. But you know, this song does inspire me, and you know, I'm just glad to have another song that makes me feel good in this troubling time.
Exactly. I feel exactly the same way. That's why we're friends and we love each other. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And we are
LaChiMoLaLa.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
I know.